Terrorists making their way on towards the A bomb site. Make their way they will. Masuta, aggressive with the bomb in hand, finds the opening frag for this round. Zero going to chime back onto Python, and smokes are going down. How are we going to get this plant in? Well, I mean, we're going to get it in when we take all the heads, of course. 4 versus 2. Masuta still can't make it across for the bomb plant, though. Getting a little bit tedious and annoying, I would imagine, for that T-side. Shox on a close angle has played the bait and switch with the Julies. It's not quite the ideal range. I think just outside that close range that you want for the Julies. First bullet accuracy is pretty nasty on them, but they cannot stop the bomb from going down now. And it looks like the round will go the way of Falcons, all things considered, in just a sec here. Unless Shox got anything to say. There is a kit down. Not impossible.
I don't think so. How do you... I mean, as soon as Kenny S takes contact with Suit's going to peek. I need to see that before I believe it. B-stick wide. Molotov is going to cut these players apart. Hadji's in way too late and no chance of a trade. That is perfect. Shock even peeking out. Wow, this is brutal. 4-on-2 already.
Yep. Continues. 2-on-1. Masuta the only one left. He has found 3 in the round, but he's going to have to keep that one rolling. Good chance of a bomb plant for him if he moves a bit faster. Oh, wow. Just getting underneath the scope, but now they're going to be after him, and he really doesn't know. Yeah, A is kind of a no-go. Ooh, zone. They actually group up. He's slipping the net continually here. He just has no idea at all where he's going to get pushed from, to be honest. There's one player he feels like that is, you know, not answered for. They'll split up. Oh, this is troublesome. Very troublesome indeed. Oscar cannot mess this one up from here. Sightlines will cross, and Oscar wins out the fight. So Sinner's going to be on the board. So again, it'll be Oscar to open up. Solid stuff from B-Stick as well. 5v3. Just like that, and even the 3 is hanging on by a thread, to be honest with you. It has very quickly fallen apart for the Falcons.
Bombs in a different postcode. They're nowhere near advancing onto the site. Just trying to work mid here, get a bit of space, pray for a good one-on-one fight. Shock. Ooh, okay. That was playing with fire. Drop your nades, brother. Just stay alive for now. But yeah, where do they find an advantage? I mean, that information's given up. CTs are well clued in, as you can see on the minimap. The mid is a little bit open, so Zedko swinging back from A to cover that off, and I don't know what you do. I mean, there's even potentially a case for saving, to be honest.
But just really not working. Really not working.
Ancient's a hard map to play fast. Really hard. It's just the choke points are so CT favored. I mean, this L bend in mid, and then if you're crazy enough to attempt to fast B up the ramp, it's just prime time. It's just magnetizing nades those areas. So it can be really tricky. It can be really tricky. Not to say it's impossible. Starting to look pretty good here. The money is all over the place for Sinners, and that's going to help even more. Kenny finds the opening. 2 MP9s, a FAMAS. I mean, we're looking at Oscar here already and saying, time to get aggressive, man. Got to find an opening because we don't have the weaponry to hold off against an execute. Look at this.
Oh, B-Stick. Moving in, Kenny with the hold. Patience from both sides. Who's going to be the first to strike? Python. Ready for Shock. 30 seconds. Really moving in slow, so they've got to deal with this player up close and personal and fast. Oh no, Oscar's been given the perfect opportunity to hold them back. 2-on-2 looks very doable. If only they had a bit more, again, in terms of the utility to work with. I'm not too confident. B-Stick's looking for a better weapon and leaves him on a USP for a sec. Oh, and Kenny will catch him. I don't think any weapon would have saved him there. Kenny. Oh, scope's definitely been heard there, but yeah, I mean, Shock is not even rocking a hard place, just screwed, to be honest. And once again, this patient play from Falcons really pays off.
Mid-nades. Make that way in. Smoke on towards Jaguar. They climb up for that much longer. Zed goes nearby. If that smoke fades, then Oscar can pounce. It could suddenly get dangerous. Nades in hand. Zedko cannot capitalize. There goes that smoke, and Oscar gets his first. Smoke's in front of himself to try and get out of dodge. And indeed he will. So 4 on 4. FaZe is very much on an island. They accelerate onto him. He hasn't got a lot to offer in defense.
No, that's very true. It is very, very true. Flash comes around on this newer angle, playing a little further away, but it doesn't really help him. Oscar, meanwhile, I think again has been heard. Flash is a little ineffective, but he will go down nonetheless. 4 versus 2. Make it 1. They're not even going to have the option to really save B-Stick out of there, but he's going to carry through an M4. It's not enough, right? It's not like they can buy off the back of this. So 7th, probably an 8th coming through for Falcons.
It's starting to get out of control, isn't it? This is... Crikey, this is panic. But buying the X is not going to get at all because they couldn't save. Falcons up to 7. They can seemingly do no wrong. They get all the entry kills. Their defaults look clean. They've dropped the pace a little bit. And they're so comfortable taking this control.
He'll be able to grab... Well... It's a bit weird. He'd probably be able to grab a rifle of some kind. But... Anyway, MBK going to lose his head. Hadji up close here, looking for a cheeky one, will indeed get it through middle. Goes running through his own teammate's Molotov. Minimal damage, I guess, but he will also lose his head for it. This has been a chaotic round, and we've only seen a couple of exchanges. So, yeah, 4v3. Sinners will be very thankful that they've been given a chance into this round after it looked like, you know, a poor start from them. The AWP out as well, that I doubt will be expected here. No flash. Yeah, takes the head of 1 and a second, and it looks like winning that round that you said was a requirement.
Logs instead, but that works perfectly. MBK's not ready for it, so Oscar's starting to come alive here, and as I said, that's a bit of a requirement here. If Tinner's going to win this one, exploding up the Falcons, trapped up close, B-Stick playing around the pillar, and well, it looked like they're going to gain that ground, but they just couldn't isolate good fights. Tucked in with those CT players, and wow, what a defense.
Solid defense indeed, 2 versus 1. They're both coming in from different angles. Kenny given a small opportunity, but I doubt he'll be able to get it done. Even the bomb plant feels out of the question on this one. Trying to bait the player away, and he has done so successfully, actually. So bomb plant will happen. 23 HP in a dream. Looks a little panicked on these swings as well. And to play around his own smoke. Oscar, misses the shot. Kenny will scoop that one up gleefully. He's looking for a way better opportunity than just the 3K here. Looking for all 4, and he does indeed. Looking to keep her present. MBK charging forward. Zero will get 1 while blind, which is fair play. But the bomb site itself has fallen by the looks of things. Maybe the round along with it. We'll see. Zedko takes out MBK. Overzealous with the Mac 10. Hadji wins out a fight of his own. 3v3. It is chaos everywhere. There's absolute chaos everywhere. Smoke's being replenished on both sides. A decoy to make us all very confused. Shock, meanwhile, chimes in onto Hadji. Masuta picking between targets. It's Kenny again to find 2, and he can't get it done this time. Sinners. Goodness. Oscar unsure of which angle to hold. Very unsure. Will find one for his trouble. Able just about to drop back. Uh-oh, not looking... This is really not looking good. An A contact move comes through. NBK with a keen headshot, but there's a lot of bodies to get through here. NBK's only good for 2. It's going to be Kenny for another clutch up. He actually lands a tag there. Doesn't have the bomb. Doesn't have much of a chance. He's going to fake running away and then go back for another contact play. Kind of his only option, you would say. Any option at this point would do. B-Stick. Don't overswing it. He's edging closer and closer to that corner, but going to err on the side of caution. Certainly the way to go.
I guess Kenny would love to say the last... Came into this round with just a glass cannon, so it's hardly going to be any worse. And Falcons, they try the straight-up A play. Bit of a mid-ruse with a couple of pieces of utility, but Oscar there was just the death sentence. Being a rifle.
Enough for Ancient. Continues to be one of the scarier CT sides in the pool. So I'm not so sure. Vi is not perfect here, of course. Kenny S will open up, however, loses his head pretty quickly before I even really finish my sentence. NBK tried, but failed to take down Shock, and now we are looking at a caught CT. However, he keeps chiming in. I might just do it. 4 versus 2. Masuta on the AWP is not going to see the light of day. Hadji 1v4. Stranger things have happened on this map alone, but I don't see this guy doing it with a deagle, at least. Not until he finds 1 or 2 heads. First fight, he will lose pretty. It's the final half of it. Who will come out the victor? Shock reckons it's going to be Sinners. Zero's here to help him, and indeed, they will mow down the mid push from Falcons. Pistol looking all but secured. Hadji and Python remain.
Wow, that was so aggressive, so fast. Whew. Oh, didn't see that coming, and wow, as you said, this game has been so close.
Don't know yet. I'm going to get planted, it looks like, to just, you know, start sealing this deal. It's actually going to be a fake, because why not? We'll see. The more space you give them, I mean, they've got a lot of info towards the back end of A there. Ah, I see. Oscar is going to not knife him. For goodness sake. We had one in the first map, which was a pretty impressive knife kill, if I do say so myself, but Oscar, they've really worked them out. Double nades in towards middle, highly successful, a lot of damage, frags as well to boot. And the bomb at their feet, speaking of boots. 5 versus 2, just like that, and make it now just 1. Beastic against the entirety of Falcons is not going to be able to...
Doing a lot of homework, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Loses his head quickly into this one, though. He will be traded out, but is that really worth it in the end? Probably not. 4v4, Python on half HP. Oscar still has the AWP up on his side. So, pretty good start for Sinners here in round 21.
Slow stuff. Sinners do like a slow T-side, don't they? We saw it on Overpass. They're very content to drop the pace and try and squeeze out rounds. This time maybe they're paying the prices. They're so spread out. NBK gets a kill. There's no chance of a trade frag, and he's collecting so much information. Kind of surprised they're still getting aggressive here, but it works out. 2-for-1 trade, 3-on-1 now. NBK doesn't need to fight this. And he goes down for his trouble. Need to put the brakes on now, guys. 2-on-1, just play it, you know, play it as a team, and you should be A-okay.
Masuta's going kind of early, though. Crosshair was not on for Shock, thank goodness. 12-9, big round.
1-2 setup. 2 spamming, and Hadji tucked in the corner. Oh, this is exciting now.
NBK going to find the head onto Oscar. That's a pretty big opening frag once again. Danger Man taken down 19-14. Great CT side, less so on the T side. That seems to be the name of the game for Sinners, to be honest. Kenny finds another name. Re-smoked. Oh, and even through the smoke, very close to taking down 0-5. On 3. Looks to be little contest right now.
Double orbs coming into play. Kenny's locking down B. Python is still unsighted. I don't think Shock has an idea in the world that there's an AWP on this bomb site. It's a bit tricky for Python. I guess he's having to juggle these two. Leads into that smoke fades. But yeah, how do you find a gap? I mean, Shock is timing Python, get into CT. I mean, we're clutching at straws here because even if this bomb gets planted, it's just such a massive advantage as long as these CDs hold on to Temple. Their retake surely is going to be strong.
NBK, first port call on the A-bomb site. Kind of sealing the deal, swaps across to an AK here. Zero does well to find one, to be honest, but should be quickly traded. He is. And now miles away from the action is Zedko. I don't think he would have mattered whether he lived or not, because they've got that diffuser and they've got plenty of kits to go around.
To present themselves, and well, that's been the story of the T-side since the rifles have been in play. Shock is in front of the smoke, and NBK punishes. Man advantage once again for Falcons.
Masuta. First port call. spotting out towards the cave area here. Going to get this smoke down in just a second, I would imagine, because the peak is coming his way. Oh, and it comes perfectly. The Molotov as well. Just making him panic a bit, I suppose. 4-on-4. Hadji, obvious that he's holding that angle, but still finds Zedko. Spam down, finished. NBK also going to fall 3 versus 2 to kind of end the game here. And now for the CTN, Kenny S, they walk past his crosshair, but he's just obviously not confident through that smoke to crack off a shot. Flash comes round, that'll make him shoot. And they're actually going to move out, I think, on the 2 AWPs, mind you. They will indeed bunny hop away and save themselves into the next round.
Some life left in Sinners. Some nice frags across the board. Oscar, of course, point man. Helps them along their way. But there's so much money here for the CD side where they got 2, maybe 3 more buys on the trot. It's going to be so difficult. So difficult.
Yeah, Hadji turning away from upcoming flashes. Tries to get the drop. Can't quite get it. Zero's left on 5 HP. Nearers, damn it. But, damn it, could make all the difference, couldn't it?
I've got 3 here. Just going to leave Python on his own. He's over towards A, just praying if they did come that direction, just get 1 and fall back. We wait to see where Sinner's going to end up. That's a really big kill. Masuta just so angsty for information. Of course, we have the benefit of the X-ray, but maybe should have sat on his laurels a little bit longer. They were already committed to the stack, and, well, we're going to need some finish, Kenny, here if they head towards B. Turning around, though, for the moment. I think these B nades are a fake, and it's kind of working, isn't it? Python's on this side of the map, and a bomb site is wide open.
Yeah, they've done some maths. They've done some feeling things out, especially that second kill that they managed to pick up. I think just sort of gives them the dictation of the round. And once again, 5v3, you do not go for this. So it will be that save coming out 11th in for Sinners pretty easily. So quite simple, to say the least, on the side of Sinners these past couple of rounds. Falcons, they have done very well with the timeouts previously. Would be surprised if we don't see one coming in here.
They're just finding frags off the defaults. It's not like Sinners are particularly, you know, setting up super well for the late round and executing in. It's just they're running their defaults, they're running them well, and whatever reason, Falcons are making a couple of errors. Nice saves here, so 4 towards A. Python, he's barely had to use this AWP just yet. He's on the line, and I don't think they were ready for that. Initial frag found. Are they still going to commit behind this? Flashbangs have to be perfect. As Python commits behind the box. Doesn't connect on Zedko, but MBK peaks. Molly's going to force Python wide, and now they should just play the long game. It's so hard to plant on this side. Just wait for the retake. Spam these smokes if you like, because there's no safe plant on A.
Kenny going to be pushed away, though. Hadji trying to get aggressive through the smoke will be traded out by MBK at the very least, who has been the pivotal player in this round. Oscar goes aggressive through the peak towards mid. Does not quite get his opportunity. MBK was there for a sec, but drops back.
Oh my lord.
Alrighty then, Kenny.
He's still got it. He's still got it.
He does. The flashiness, the high sense flashiness is just beautiful from this guy.
That just makes you feel warm inside, doesn't it, when you see that? That's what we're here for. That's what we like to see. Shock. I mean, he can get a one-on-one here with MBK if he's ready for a player on the CT side of this kind of deep mid area. You're just going to find a gap. The CT can be very passive. I guess that's by virtue of Python having all this A control. They're not worried about stacking B and just sitting out of mid. But they need to find an opening because there's never in this duel is everything. He's got to kill MBK. And indeed he does. Okay. Are they going to reverse? No, they're coming on to B, Scriv. Oh my lord, there's so many defenders. Oh, they're going to change their mind. This is on such a knife edge.
They are very unsure. It looks like moving away. The B defender's going to push in and catch B stick alone, and they will indeed take him down cleanly. The A play, they think it's clearer than it is, maybe. Fake comes in. He's not that close. But he might just have heard that. In comes the cavalry. Tag for Oscar. Oh, missed shot. He's getting less and less opportunities here. No scope coming in. Somehow still alive. And keeps on no scoping. He runs out of ammo, though, of course. And now it is just going to be down to shox with hardly any HP. He's coming in behind them. That's the only real advantage that he has. It's the advantage of surprise. Good for one. Second. So close.
Oh, and this is a ballsy pull. 5 towards A tunnels for the T side. 2 aggressive for the CD side. Kenny finds the first, Pipe in the second. And I think this is all she wrote. Kenny sticks around. Oscar's down low. And I think Sinners, they're going to be in the lower bracket. Falcons, 4-on-1. There's absolutely no chance. And indeed...